Okay, so now we're going to make some other fun things to put in the sand buckets while we're waiting for our chocolate to set up. I have a little sand rake that I actually made last night. It's just rolled fondant, but what I do is I take some, it's called Tylose sea powder. It's an ingredient to make gum paste. And I just take some of it, and this is just regular blue fondant right here. I'm just going to take some of it and actually just sprinkle it in and just knead it into the fondant. And this is going to make the fondant dry a little bit faster, and it'll make it a little bit stronger. Okay, I don't really have a recipe for how much per pound of fondant, or, you know, I just pretty much just sprinkle it in. Okay, so I'm going to make the shovel first, and then I'll show you how I make the little rake. Okay, so we need to take a little bit off first. I always start with rolling it into a ball, like how I have blue all over my hands, and red. And then I roll it back and forth this way to make the handle. Okay, when I get it to about there, I like to take, this is just a fondant smoother, make sure that it's dry, just roll it back and forth a little bit. And this end's a little bit thicker. I do that by just, notice the angle? It's at a slight angle when I roll back and forth. That keeps this part a little thicker, and this one goes a little bit thinner. Okay, so then I've got that, and then I want the shovel part. Again, start with a ball, and then roll it back and forth just a couple of times. And then what I want to do with this is just take this and kind of flatten it, and then I just use my hands. And what I want to do is use my thumb inside here to cup that, like a shovel would be cupped. And depending, some of the shovels have a little bit of a point to them. You can kind of pull this out, make it a little pointy. This part I'm flattening it because that would be a little bit sharper. And then here I want to cut it straight off there. Okay, so then this would attach in here. Okay. A little bit of water right there. Place this right on top. And if you can let it dry overnight and put something here and here, that would be good. But if you don't have time for it to dry and you want it to actually stand up, this is another thing you can do. We can take a skewer. This one's a little thick. Let's see if I have one of the thinner ones. This one's actually a little bit thinner skewer. Move this stuff out of the way here a bit. Place it right through. Twist it as you go through. Okay, and it's right down in here. Now I can pick this up. And if I continue to push this through the back side like this, what I could end up doing is sticking this into the cake like that, and then it'll actually stick up. Okay, and then this part will actually be covered with sand, so we don't even have to worry about that point. Unless we were gonna just lay it down, then we would need to worry about it. Okay, so hopefully that's in a good spot. If it's going to be too close to our castle, we can always move it.